Hey guys, welcome to München. And I have a feeling that we're not going to win this match. We're up against Bayern München. They're down in, I think it's 14th place. We're in first. You think that we would be the favorites, but they are actually the favorites to win this one. Pele is back in the match again because we have a couple of injuries there among our shadow strikers. Yeah, they're in 14th. Look at that. So, I mean, it would be nice if we could win. I'm not really counting on it. I'm guessing that we're probably not going to be that successful in this one. I don't have a great feeling about it, but my wife always tells me that my feelings can be off from time to time. If you're just joining us, this is not normal FM23. We have the Legends of the Beautiful Game patch on. As well as the World Super League patch on. So this is part of the Premier League, which includes the best teams in the world. And we have a whole bunch of legendary players. And there was one Lam there who decided to stand there and watch as his former teammates grabbed the ball right from under him. And so no score yet, and we're having some troubles here at the start. Pele almost gets to that one. Pele is tired. He started 3 days ago. And that was in yesterday's match, but we don't have anybody else to play in his place, so we kind of have to do it. Lam does well to win it over to Pele, back to Lam, who shoots, a shot's deflected, and it's Peretz who winds up with it at goal. That was much better from Lam after giving up possession for basically nothing. So sit back and relax, and we'll take you through this match, and hopefully we'll come out with a draw, maybe. Tresor to Monzeglio to Edwards, now to Casemiro, up to Jong Woo-young. Jong Woo-young is probably not good enough for our team. It ends up with Pele, and that's deflected again. A little bit of bad luck there for Pele, but he's got to be tired. Meanwhile, Manchester City have won again. They are, I think it's 9 points behind us, but they're the one team that is chasing us and probably has the best chance at catching up. They're playing as PSG. They're up 1-0. I think I just said that they won. Here is Lam again, and it's with Pele, and his shot is very, very wild and over everybody's head. So still no score. No score is good, and Casemiro's been injured, unfortunately for him. That's kind of a sad thing to see. Who are we going to put out there? We're going to put Breitner back out there. Last time we had Breitner play in that position, he did wonderfully and showed that he probably should actually be the segundo volante. Let's see if he can do it here this time as well. And yeah, we'll see what's wrong with Casemiro. I was going to move Casemiro on here at the end of the season because he's old. This is part of the joy of coming into one of these big Premier League type clubs because you end up with a bunch of players who are old and you're like, why do we have this guy? But you can't get rid of them because you just signed him, right? So you get a season of old guys, and then afterwards you can finally do the transfers you wanted. We did it differently this time around. We did the transfers first and have been trying to sell players afterwards. And we need to not let them score like that, and they did. It's Ryan Giggs with an own goal. Musiala probably should have gotten credit for that one because he's the one who kind of tapped it in. Lev Yashin here ends up way out of position, and it's a pretty bad choice. How was that in off of Giggs? I didn't really see that. It must have hit off of his head or something. I didn't see that from that angle. Anyway, kind of a fluke goal, and we'll have to come back and hope we can get at least a draw. Breitner now with it, forward to Jong Woo-young, and he gets it. That's his first goal for us of the season, and that makes all of the Korean ladies swoon over him. And that was an instant reply. That's what we like to see. I'm happy now that I picked him up. I've been a little bit concerned that Jong Woo-young might not be good enough for this team, and he hasn't scored until now, but that was a good shot from range. Good job. Way to get open and way to create space, 1-1, and let's go out there and win. We want to win. We have to win because otherwise this team is going to go bankrupt because we need money and we're in debt. So, we're in debt to the tune of 900 million euros, so we need to win. If we can't win with these players, it's pretty bad. Breitner to Jong Woo-young. Jong Woo-young, the conquering hero, finds Mason Mount. Mason Mount over to Breitner again, takes a shot and forces a good save. So I'm telling you, this Breitner kid is really something else. Here's Mason Mount now with the corner. Mason Mount probably not going to stay on this team for much longer. He's played fairly well, but I'd like to get some money for him. Here's Mount again, looking for De Vici. Can't quite find it. I was trying to get rid of Mount in the winter transfer period, but we weren't quite able to do that. We did bring in Messi. If you haven't seen it yet, you can go back, watch those videos. De Vici here wins this. It ends up with Sané and we have like 5 guys running after him, and we end up with the free kick in the end. I don't know what he did that was so wrong, but it didn't look like a very convincing defensive effort on our part. So we want to do this for the fans. Giggs is just having a poor match after giving up that own goal. Probably feels bad, so we put George Best on here. We'll see what Best can do for us. Best, of course, is not exactly the best defender in the world, but he gives us a little bit of offensive attack from that side. And, of course, we've given up the ball quickly, so we don't get to see the attack. Instead, we have to go back and win it backwards, and that ends that highlight. Now we get to see if Kimmich is going to have an assist on this corner, and he does. It's Goretzka who scores, and it's 2-1 for Bayern Munich. As I said before, I had a feeling coming into this that we were not going to win, and it looks like they've done a good job. I mean, we probably couldn't have done much better in trying to defend that corner. We have to try to get the morale of these players up a little bit. Best wants to make a difference, but he didn't make it there. I'm not sure where he was, though, if he was anywhere close to the pitch or to the players or anything. Mason Mount having a poor match. Pele having a poor match. Pele has been kind of a surprise. He has a poor match from time to time, and so we'll see what happens. About 15 minutes left, so now we come the substitutions, and we will take Mount off. We'll put Bobby Charlton on, and we just put Best on, so we better not take him out. Trying to think here. Do we want to... let's do something here with... I hate how I can't see which player is which. We'll put Ronnie Edwards on here for De Vici. We'll see if that makes a little bit of a difference. So we have about 10 minutes left here. Try to get an equalizer. A draw here would be nice. If we lose, we lose. It's not the end of the world, although it will allow City to gain a few points on us. I still like us going forward because we're playing a bunch of teams who are not of the caliber of Bayern Munich in the future. And we're in trouble here. Levi Yashin, fortunately, is able to make this save. And we need to get some pep and get something going. We just have a couple minutes left in this match. I don't think we're going to have to levy any fines. Maybe one for Ryan Giggs, but we will have to have a talking to with some of these players. And Breitner back to Monseglio, over to Edwards, to Best, and it's forward looking for Breitner, but that's the end. It's nothing was going to come out of that anyway, and we've lost this one 2-1. Pretty poor performance for us, 0.77 XG. I think we're lucky to have that one goal, and we lost the possession battle as well. And so it is. We'll go have a word with these players and let them know how upset we are. Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.